All right, welcome to another episode of Shelton City Council Looking Ahead with City Manager Mark Ziegler. And coming up Tuesday night is a business meeting for the City Council. Mark, I'm looking over the agenda. Got a couple of presentations, one new item to present to the council, and that's the thing that jumped out at me. But it's not as overreaching as you might think. It's master fee schedule update, but it's only a small part of it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're just taking the opportunity to update a couple things because they're timely right now. We typically go through the full update of our master fee schedule at the end of the year to be effective January 1. That's when all departments that take a more intense look, I guess, at the fees and to align with the cost of doing business, providing services, and then recommend those to the city council in conjunction with our budget, expenditure budget. So at this point, we're just taking the opportunity to align some of the fees, particularly in animal control and our shelter operations, to better capture the true costs of providing those services for our community. Those aren't borne entirely by general tax dollars. We can help offset those by implementing some fees. And just alleviate some of the burden that shelter has on the general fund.
Do you have an update on where you are in the process with the animal shelter?
Yeah, actually, we have a request for proposals out now. It's on the city's website. That's also going out and targeted to specific animal shelters, agencies, and seeking their proposals for animal control and animal shelter operation services in the city. We're hoping we have, a couple of organizations that are able and willing to step up to the plate, and we can see what best meets the city's needs at that point. Make some decisions whether we continue providing that service in-house, we contract that out, or maybe we partner with other local jurisdictions that have a need for particularly shelter services, not as much animal control, but maybe shelter services as well. So this is kind of the first step in that process, and really reimagining how we provide that service in the community.
But to be clear, that's not what you're going to talk about Tuesday night. Just thought I would ask a question.
Purely adoption shelter fees, and as those align with other jurisdictions and other organizations throughout the South Sound region. So when you're providing vet services for dogs that are sheltered there, you're sheltering them for what could be a long period of time. We want to capture some of those costs as appropriate as well at the time they're either adopted out or returned back to their owner as the case. So we're just updating those so they align with the true cost of providing the service.
2 action agenda items. One of them has to do with the opioid agreement, opioid funds. You want to remind everybody what that's about?
Yeah. So most people are aware of the state received settlement from opioid manufacturers and distributors, and those funds trickle down. Settlement funds trickle down to local jurisdictions. The city certainly has a piece of that, so we have to go through a process, if you will, to establish an alliance or consortium to manage those funds. So the Cascade Pacific Alliance is that organization that we are aligned with from Mason County and Thurston County. Pacific, and essentially that just allows us to receive the funds, and Mason County is a subgroup within that alliance, so we work with Mason County and help to distribute those funds for opioid treatment program, abatement program, education. Hopefully we'll start.
All right, those are just a couple of items on the agenda for Tuesday night. In the courtroom at the Civic Center, online via Zoom, or on the city's YouTube channel.